play for you some more Trigger Happy Havoc Danganronpa. Let's load our game. Chapter 3. Let's continue. Yes. Do I hear myself? That's the question. Yeah, okay, I'm live. Everything works, everything is fine. Okay. By the red door, okay. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
He's multiplied?
Wrong!
Oh.
Boy, tough crowd.
Stop talking.
Okay. Hey! Hey!
The paint rain, okay. I see you guys down there, okay.
Let's go. Please!
What the heck?
What the heck?
Hey.
Okay. When we go to the courtroom.
That's
sure.
right.
Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. Oh, I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. No, only two. No, not for all the other ones that went before. Okay. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka. The one who killed two of our friends. The killer is someone right here. Ba-da-da-dum. Ba-da-da-dum. I took one last breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Okay.
Just the worst.
Because of you, yeah.
What?
Come on.
I'm so cute. Okay. And so the curtain opens once again. A deadly judgment. Oh no, not again! No. A deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly face, a deadly cross trial. Oh, how shocking! Oh my goodness. It's gonna be every time. Set skills, I think. Oh, I didn't have that one. Okay, cool. That one, yeah. Okay, I have 3. Wow. Let's go. Trial. Alright.
Let's
Cool.
begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay, sure.
Now then, to begin with...
We already know who did it.
Was that?
What?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took
An
place.
alibi?
And we found him in that suit. Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
What?
Blueprints for the suit.
Yeah, but it's written... Okay.
Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it
Sure.
was found in your room.
Wow.
You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I
Okay.
have to tell you? I don't know!
Yeah, you're the perpetrator. Is Hiro really the killer? Or before anything else, we have to make that clear. Okay. Make your argument. That's Hiro's message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Okay.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Okay. Yeah, it's the blueprints, huh? I know.
Everything
I
we
was so
found in
busy
your room.
doing the pink stuff. Oh!
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof.
Boom! Bitch! That's wrong. I'm too good.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote,
So
asking
clean.
everyone to meet up after
It's
Alter Ego.
like he made it from like
The
or
handwriting's
something.
obviously
I don't
different.
know.
Wouldn't you
Like he
say?
printed it off.
When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person
See?
made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
Wow.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So, Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he is not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Ah, voila. There we go.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit? Is it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Okay. And of course, he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
Yeah, who? The suspicious individual in question, the one that must have been in the suit.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You've just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit,
Yeah,
but he's not the culprit.
but he's not a
So
culprit,
what
yeah.
you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice.
Yes, indeed.
What?
Good.
Now that's a bold
And who told me it was a stranger? Who told all
what
this?
reason
It's so
do you have to
easy.
make such a
God damn it.
statement? You do have a reason, yes.
Of course. But before we get
Who
to
told
that,
me it was the robo guy that attacked?
there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would
Oh, that's
seem
easy.
that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
They must have been. The dolly. Oh, I need to press the triangle. Okay. There is still one more thing. The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been. Blue tarp.
I got it!
Boom!
They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
What's it to add to it?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room. And then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
Yeah.
So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there.
Yep.
But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Yep.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
Yes.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken? Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room.
Oh, very
strange. Is it
strange.
not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
Yeah, how do you respond?
Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have
Oh
all
my
accepted
God.
the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Seems that you care a little bit too much, huh? Wow, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change their mind. If you can just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository. And new elements have been... Oh, more! Reloading? Okay. Ammo count? Huh? But from now on, just looking on and pressing the triangle won't be enough to help them. Cost you one bullet to destroy a single remark. Okay. What? I'm not in gentle, too bad. I don't remember this. Yeah, yay. Thank you. Thank you for the good luck. What's this? What? What's this?
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You have it wrong. I cannot
What do I need to do again?
You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool.
Boom!
I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
You cannot agree? Boom! Bitch! In your face! Sorry.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here.
Right
I
here.
found the dolly in the repository.
Boom!
One of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Yes.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it. that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room, and as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Okay. Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much?
Anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way.
Of course,
Let's get back to the main subject.
She didn't before.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really
What kind of robot is it?
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Now I need to know. If I look at how the body was moved, it will be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that? Because it's really hard to move and to bend over. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, of course. He's a costume.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yeah.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah.
The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and pulled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But even
Yeah,
without a
see, it
handle,
needs to like bend down.
all you have to do is bend over.
Yep. I love to do this bend over. Yep. It's okay.
You're absolutely
I'm not gonna make a sick
you
joke.
could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
Okay. See, it's not easy, huh? Until can bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. She said so herself.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Yeah, but the suit was not there. It was still on Hero's body. You can't take it off by yourself.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
See, he himself says I didn't even make the thing. He's like too dumb to lie. He's like me.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then...
Wait, did I just say I'm dumb?
Take it off by yourself?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear,
Yeah, it's really,
whoever
really,
did move
really
the body,
true even.
it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
The picture that I took? Yeah.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Yeah, that you took.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
That guy hit me? What guy? Robo Justice.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
You wooed him over. He likes you. You...
The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
So easy. God damn it.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Okay.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Sure.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree,
indeed,
but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. Four of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
Yeah, you remembered.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library.
I think they just drugged Hiro.
He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
You saw a shadow?
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that...
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor. And I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Yeah, you saw. Nobody else saw. Strange, eh? Oh, you are the one seeing things.
And then...
Yeah.
At that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
Yeah.
When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead.
Yeah, with his glasses full of blood.
And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Yeah, because the other guys found Taka.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time.
Yeah.
Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
Yep.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Yep. She told us. Yep,
we rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yep.
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Where we... you rediscovered. Okay. Sure.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
No, not really.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
But what they didn't tell you was the announcement came again of like finding a body, like at the end. No, they skipped this part. It played again.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation, and from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them, no matter what. What?
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
No, Taka came first.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3. While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
Taka came last?
What makes you say that?
What? How do I...
Because of the numbering of the
how do I do the thing again?
Justice Hammers.
Like this?
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3.
Holding triangle.
While Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So, regarding Taka's death,
what does it mean, Monocomaphile? Monocomaphile 3, what is this? Does this for each? Both kills with a similar weapon. With a similar weapon. Should I do that?
Perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice...
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3. While Taka's death came from a swing of...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after. So,
maybe I should pick the second option.
We already know what order they were. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh no. Sorry. I stuck too hard.
Regarding Taka, I wonder if, or perhaps it was... We already know what order Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that he flew while Taka's dead.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
That's funny.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
No, this is not. Counter! Break!
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
See?
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
Yep.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to
His head
think
is too
the hammers
big.
were used in
Number
order.
4 was used on Hifumi.
But in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yep.
Okay then. Let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. There's something that relates to what time he must have died. His glasses? No? Oh. What? Oh? What the fuck? Rocha? Ri? Ah, written. Oh, the T! Oh fuck, I missed the T. Oh, T. Ah! Wikt. Ah, wrist. Oh! Wrist. Oh, wrist watch. Ouch. Oh. Oh. H. Yes, I remember now.
Now I understand.
Wristwatch. Complete, yeah.
I got him! Papa's wristwatch!
Wristwatch!
See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
See?
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer.
See? I knew that all along. It's not not the other guy's glasses. Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started windily at his crouch. 10 o'clock.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window, because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Really? No, it isn't.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except
He wasn't
for
dead
Hiro
to
and
them.
Kyoko.
He didn't get hurt. Did you
Then
observe
we all ran down to the
him?
nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
There was literally blood packets to the right.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream.
Yeah?
Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
Sure.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared.
But there was no announcement then that he died. It was from Taka.
When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct? And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room.
Yeah, who could have been? Who could have just suddenly disappeared from the nurse's office? He's such a fatso that can move everything. And can move Taka easily. Like, come on.
We were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Yep.
Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Yep.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Yeah, how?
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how
Maybe
to
it's
explain
a
his
zombie?
body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said, his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it.
Nobody can do that.
But to carry
Except
that
for
much
himself.
weight from the first floor up to
Come
the
on.
third in that short
Dude.
amount of time?
So slow.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
Oh my god. She's the best. She's smart. She's the only smart person. Oh my
Dead
goodness.
body moved on its own?
What?
No! Not another...
Ghost?
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He
Wow.
was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his
Yeah.
own?
There was blood packets to the right.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
You didn't check.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
That is impossible. Strange. The idea that Hifumi was still alive. It's really possible. What now? Make your argument. What?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's, there's a chance he was actually
What?
still alive?
No, it is impossible.
What?
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Ow, shit.
Surely you heard
Wrong
the
button.
body discovery announcement along with the rest of us.
No?
Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are
No.
we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah. Oh. Only made once. Yep, it was only made once, but the human attackers' bodies were discovered almost at the same time.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse, there's a chance he was actually
I
still
cannot see
alive?
this.
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body with Hifumi's
think I
dead
need the
body.
first-
And that is why
Oh.
the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure that maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery?
Yeah.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was
actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Hifumi was dead,
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery?
Oh no, that's actually correct. Fuck, it's the second one. I think it's This is hard! Did I fail? Oh no! Nobody believes me. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh. You're the blackened one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's Makoto. Yep, it's me all along.
Is this real?
I
I refuse to give up yet.
Oh my god. Sucks balls. Let's retry. So easy, yeah. Normal mode. Oh god damn it.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, there's a chance
he was actually still alive?
No. If Hifumi was dead,
And you know that how?
Surely you've heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Ah, so that's not it either.
Shoot! Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurses, there's a chance he was...
no. Hifumi was dead, and you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery and Hifumi's dead body had been, and that is why the...
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery?
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi, and that there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
That's so stupid! That's... the purplish shit stuff! Oh, that's so stupid!
And that is...
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
That's so fucking shit!
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
That's also not it. Just gonna retry because I really don't know.
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he...
No. If Hifumi was dead, and you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery and Hifumi's dead body had been, and that is why...
Are we really so maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery?
Let's try the second one.
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he was... No. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No! Fuck you! Fucking shit! Piece of shit game.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Fuck! Piece of...
Are you saying that when we heard there's a chance...
No.
That's so ridiculous!
Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body of Hifumi's dead body, and that...
Blah 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 blah
Maybe
blah.
the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you saying that when we first... there's a chance he was actually...
No. It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt. And you know that.
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Finally! Oh my goodness! I'm broken, yeah.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Why do you need to play this fucking game even? I know who did it.
Maybe.
I know
But
it
that was
happened.
also the same time that Taka's body was found.
Oh.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
Wow.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two
Two
announcements.
announcements? Yeah.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled
No,
them
he
together
didn't.
into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We were asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty. He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Yep.
Huh? Later on?
Why? Oh,
Exactly.
no.
We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement. The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office and equipment room. And the second time was when? Were rediscovered.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the two bodies.
Yes, rediscovered, eh? That's what I found strange. You only discovered one, and rediscovered one. Fine.
didn't seem weird at the time. But it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
Yep.
So when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
Yep.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! But it made
No, because of his glasses.
That is the worst logic I have ever heard.
No?
But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Oh, really?
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows Hifumi was still alive. I have to find out. I'm sure it's the other one. His glasses. Yep.
Well, here's one thing we do know.
Okay.
The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office.
Yeah.
And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
Yep.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
Oh, really? Bitch, you're lying to me.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses.
Yep.
That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Yes.
Perhaps
His
you'd
glasses
like
were
to fill
very
the rest of us
dirty.
in?
And she was with us. We found the cleaning for the glasses. Somewhere with like a package from like an anime character.
His glasses were covered with blood.
Yeah.
But when we found him again later in the repository,
They were clean.
they were spotless.
Yep.
And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Yep. Yep, this one.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
Yep.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean.
Indeed.
And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Yes.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
Yes.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
What?
I highly
Yeah,
doubt
sure.
anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your
I don't
point.
even remember
The
this
only
one. It
people
was so
here who
long.
wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Isn't she dumb? How can she remember?
I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then,
Yep.
if he was just pretending to be dead,
Oh.
what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood
Yes.
for emergencies.
Wow.
He probably used one
Good
of those.
girl. Yes.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
here.
The only smart girl here.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
What an idiot,
If
yeah.
Fumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Hifumi.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
Yep.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
Yep.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door
Yep.
was locked? Well,
Yep.
After the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right?
Yeah.
So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
What's locked?
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside, which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository.
Yep.
So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Yes.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Yes, willingly. For, yeah, the chance, the chance.
Just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
Finally. That paper, that is also the nut that Hifumi had. So this one?
I got it! You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Yep.
Hidden note?
That's
Hidden
right.
note?
We found it stuffed in his pants.
Yeah.
What? In his
Yep. That's both, yes.
pants?
Yes, his pants.
What the fuck?
Hey, well, forget about the pants for now.
Yep.
Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Oh.
Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants.
I got it! That's right! Taka!
That would have been awesome. It was Hifumi's pants all
The
over.
killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Yep.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on,
What?
but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
No.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is really scary, but still, I can't let her get to me. Oh, more stuff to do. Pom 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 pom. Okay, what's this? What?
Huffy had the note, right?
Wait, what? How do I switch
And the
again?
person it was intended for
Does it screen
must
close?
have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Yeah. Broken wrist. Now I see broken
You
wheel.
have the note, right?
Yeah, okay,
And
now
the
I
person
see
it was intended
what I mean.
for must have been happy.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter. The note has nothing to do with TikTok.
Boom!
No, it's wrong.
TikTok, it is, because the broken wristwatch didn't TikTok anymore.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
Oh my god.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Yep.
You've already proven that using his wristwatch.
Yep.
But there's more. Look
more?
where the note says to meet.
Oh yes.
The
Okay.
equipment room, right?
Yes. Oh.
Which is where Taka was
Sorry, I'm
killed.
making
So,
coffee at the
Taka
same
was
time.
murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that.
Like
No
that.
further objections.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just
Lol.
the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his
Ja,
pants,
hey,
no
try to
less.
cap it.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he
Yep.
died.
Yep. Finally.
He stole it?
Going somewhere. Oh,
Go ahead, show us.
it was inside of his body. Come on. Oh, in his body. In his hands. Scrap of paper. Yeah, cute, Taka, yeah.
I got it!
Boom!
When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper.
Yes!
If I'm right
And it
about
wasn't
this,
any kind of paper,
the
it
sheet
was
of
not toilet paper
this piece
either.
came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
See?
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from its death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact,
Super
he was
involved.
behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Sorry.
No?
No. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second
Yep.
body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was
Yep.
killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus.
Walrus.
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too.
Awesome.
But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
Oh?
And what might that be?
The weapon
Yeah.
they used to kill Hifumi.
The
Yeah.
weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But
Yeah.
Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be
Yeah, they
seriously
cleaned it.
risky for him?
One of the hammers was
I'm
cleaned.
surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
Come on.
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then...
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
No,
so then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow, I have to find the truth. One of them was clean, come on, you dumbos. See, the spotless hammer?
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
Boom! Oh, the spotless hammer. It was a spotless hammer? I just answered your question. It's not good enough.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
Boom!
Shoot!
What? Oh, you don't believe me, oh!
What was used to kill it? Was it just maybe Justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit able to move around so how did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear.
Okay.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers!
Boom!
No, that's wrong!
Boom!
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, completely?
But,
really?
Seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository.
It's the same. You just paint it over.
Use that to kill Hifumi.
Why is it completely different?
Now,
that's
all the
weird to me.
hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Yep.
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Yeah, of course.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used the hammer to kill him.
Whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder.
Some people find some benefits, like maybe from like a beautiful girl, yeah, just a date, especially when they love 2D.
So the idea that anyone will work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but... Spotless hammer. Okay. Again.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
I really think there's no chance these people work together on this.
Based on the rules that have been made out, even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible
That is how the rule was explained.
But that only really applies if there's one. In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person, only the one who actually carried out the act, assuming the rule holds true.
There we go. And I'm right. I'm Justice.
Since there were 2 murders,
Justice Robo
it's
7.
at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been 1 murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering.
Who else but Mr. Hifumi does weird stupid shit with robos and stuff?
Naturally, if
Come
only
on.
one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
Yep.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the truth killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka.
Yes.
They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
Of course.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Why? The effort made to convince us that 2 murders were the same. That was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning. Yeah, because she's the only one that thinks. Which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events, but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko really is amazing, although when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. Like, it's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved.
She's the ultimate
then
detective.
Who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end murdered him. In the debates up till now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, there really is only one person who seems to fit. Of course! Where is she? Ah, here, of course.
Here's
it's
my
you,
answer.
witch!
It was Celeste.
You must be a witch, cause I'm under your spell! Oh! Some weird
So
emo
I'm the
shit right there.
suspicious individual now,
That
am
emo
I?
music. Ay, ay, ay.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
Uh-oh.
So what you are saying, then, is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The
her a
idea
kiss?
that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him,
Yep.
that I would go within 10 feet of that shit-brained, fat, lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot, Pardon-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you.
Yep, indeed.
Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Yep. Yep, encountering the individual and the screen.
I got it! The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo-Justice firsthand were Celeste and
Oh my god.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Sorry.
What?
As
What?
he said, only
What an
Celeste
asshole.
and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
Of course.
After
So
taking
easy.
Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this
And
individual.
isn't it
correct?
weird? She got attacked. I've been attacked. I was asleep for. Let me just. My watch says 1 hour exactly.
And not too long after that,
Like,
do you
who the
remember
fuck
what
knows?
Celeste said?
If you get bonked on the head, you probably don't remember when exactly it was. Okay. That's so stupid. Oh, I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. I said that.
We
Nobody
headed to
else
the
but
second
me.
floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the 3rd floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
What's wrong? I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yep. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it's so strange, huh? How can, if the murderer escapes from above to like somewhere he cannot go downstairs to, how can he be like downstairs and screaming, make someone scream? Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell?
It was to get us to divide into 2 groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact,
So dumb.
Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Yeah, she did. We did everything she asked us to. It's so stupid.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on.
Yes.
That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Yep.
I don't believe it. Everything. The whole thing was one big act.
Yeah.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I had no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
You know something I didn't?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
Must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. Just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention.
Guys?
Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
Yep, how does she know guys?
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Okay.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Birke said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? She said, guys, how does she know it's two, not one? Monokuma filed.
All I said was...
Okay.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Aha, so strange. Okay. The guys...
All I said was...
Oh.
They must really be enjoying the sight of us stand. They must be... We are all going to die here.
We are going to die. Just like those guys.
Those guys?
No, it's wrong.
How do you know? How do you know?
There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
Yep.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right?
Kyoko!
So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Yeah, you took.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
You drugged Mr. Hero. He went to sleep. He told us himself. Then he used his body, put him up. So, oh no! I'm gonna get dragged away. Oh, like something like that.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Yeah, setup.
So let's put the suit on, and
no.
Then use the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist? Simple.
Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
Yep.
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
Yep.
No, there is no other explanation.
Oh, yeah. Other explanations? Come on. When was the picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away? The only other possibility is I've been drinking. And the suspect has been drinking. I think it's this one.
I got it!
It's just the other way around.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at
I
all.
have to speak like a vampire.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh, you'll educate me? Ooh. In what sense? Celeste. Now I see why Hifumi, Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But this is really possible. Okay. Make your argument. Yeah.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out! Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight.
Boom!
No,
Bitch!
it's wrong.
Is the outfit. Is the fucking outfit itself.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Yep. You should have forgotten since the beginning.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh! What a face.
Celeste
Awesome.
and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Yep.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Love the face?
Celeste?
Jesus.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
Yeah, but... Who killed me? Yeah, Yasuhiro, yeah.
When we
21.
asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hakakure!
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually... Taro!
Taro?
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh?
I'll burn you alive!
Ah, yeah, I remember now. Celeste is not her real name.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
People's last names, I think?
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Yep.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yep.
So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name.
Yep.
Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation? No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no.
No. It is.
And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit! Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Sure. I believe you. Celeste won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Okay. What you gonna do? Show us your e-handbook. E-handbook.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you?
Yep.
My name is Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
What the fuck?
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
Oh no, fuck.
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me,
Boom!
No, it's wrong!
Loser. Come, I got you, you witch.
That's it! The handbook!
How dare you?
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on,
How dare
it
you
shows
make
the owner's
Hifumi
name
come
when it
like
boots
that?
up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
You promised him love. Poor guy. Yep.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how
Yep.
we can find out Celeste's real name.
Yep.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste,
Okay then.
can you please just tell us what really happened, please? Just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go
Okay.
over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll
Okay.
bring everything to an end.
Sure. Oh, it's gonna be this, huh? Wow. What the face? What the fuck is with the face? What the hell is this? What the hell is even this? Why is she here? What's the purser doing here from the last time? Where's the... Where's the ball here from the first time here? No? Don't think so. I don't know yet. This? Oh, maybe... No? No, that's the body? Oh no, Act 2 is at 1 o'clock, I think. I think that's what it means. Oh. Ah, yeah. No? Or is it later? It's later. I think it's here. What is this? Okay, what a face! Jesus! He's a monster. Just for the girl you like. Oh my god. Ships? Why is there ships here? Ah, right, just as number 2 and stuff. Didn't that actually happen? Not yet? I don't know. I don't actually know. A bag? Why is there a bag? So strange. What's this? What the fuck? Put it everywhere? Like, what the fuck did he do? Oh yeah, and also this, I think. Let's see. Wait, where did I put? No, that's too early, I think. Something else. Maybe it is? Oh, no, 4. Put 4 there, I think. And then it's this. Oh my god. I think that's it. And then we need to go back and see. Why is there shit here? Oh right, Justice Hammer 2 was used there. Yeah, now I remember. Why chips? The fuck is chips? What's that? Maybe just this.
The killer is you! Before anything, the killer
Oh, it's correct. Oh, now I see.
With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes.
Yeah, that's also correct.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning. That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Okay.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking them, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Poor guy.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room.
What the hell? That's face.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo-Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo-Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and an injured Hifumi, to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But
yeah, you, not me. Yep. Oh no, number 2.
While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene, in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered.
Yep.
He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found.
That's actually creepy. To like put like other people's blood on their face. What?
Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room.
Yeah.
He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Perfetto.
But
Look
even
at him.
Mifune didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Oh? Who? Roses? What's Are we kissing? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, okay.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
Sure.
I lost? When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
I, Celestia Ludenberg.
Actually, no, Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Okay. Oof. Wow. See? I'm the best. Boom.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or
yeah, me
no.
too, but I've been holding in the I have to go to the toilet. I'll be back. Oh my. Yeah. Okay.
I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the end, huh? For me too. Finally. Keeping it to myself for an hour is not fun.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Yeah, what's it gonna be? Okay, cool. But once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was Celestia Ludenberg, or precisely Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I knew it. So then...
Yeah, what did you do?
Indeed.
I used her? What? And Taka were both super into? Does she mean? Is she talking about alter ego? Oh! Oh, that's what she...
Just a second. In other words...
Indeed.
I see.
Oh.
Actually...
So that's what happened, okay. Thought she was like, yeah, I will give you a kiss. I will give you a kiss.
What?
Oh,
Are you
really?
okay with this? So then...
Damnation! Say what?
What?
As for me...
You threatened me, oh my god.
As for me...
Something Taka would never do. Really, that's so dumb. That's so dumb. He took pictures.
Damnation! Say what?
Oh my god. Truly a witch.
Completely unforgivable!
I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Most
Oh my god.
unfortunate. Actually...
What?
Indeed.
Completely
Honestly.
I swear I will save her!
Actually...
Okay. What? The power of love. Aye.
I see.
Indeed.
Yep, of course. Of course it was here.
But
Because you're stupid.
Let's see...
Oh,
Well,
oh my god. What a vixen. She's so evil.
Are you okay with this?
Okay. Yeah, stereotypical.
So in the end...
What the heck? Well...
Don't be mean!
I wonder about that.
Why?
What the heck?
My only thought has been to escape.
But-
Okay.
You little bitch! Hey!
Okay.
You little bitch!
This is fine. Honestly.
Yeah.
As for me,
And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle, yeah. Knew it. A castle? Oh my god! And get ransom men from all over the world to serve as my butler/bodyguards. Dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Oh yeah.
This is fine.
Oh yeah.
There is nothing to be done.
Just the worst.
Oh! Do you understand?
What is this?
And that's why you're not scared?
Yes, indeed.
Oh?
Isn't it wonderful?
Marie Antoinette, okay.
Hey,
What? She really likes to be a princess, huh? She really likes that weird princess shtick, huh? Oh my god. Celeste smiled then. And when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills! Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Okay.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
Oh? Maybe.
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Okay. Cool. Game over. Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Woohoo! Punishment for the witch. What would it be? Oh, what the hell? Okay. Her castle. Okay, she got her castle at the end. Sure. Oh. What? The burning of the Versailles witch. Okay. Sounds painful. Oh. Too hot. What? And that's how she dies. She goes to another world, guys. She gets isekai'd away. It's fine. She's not dead. She turns into like that one lolly that's 10,000 years old from Kate, the anime. That's also like a lolly. Also kind of like gothic. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and... Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't get free of the regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die.
Extreme!
You guys are still young. You need to place your values more on your lives.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me out of here!
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but the reality just can't be avoided.
Don't talk like you're not responsible for this. How long are you gonna make us keep going through this? What do you want with us?
God, I'm so sick of you people asking me that. Give the rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
So what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then, you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Ooh.
What?
Hey,
What did you do to my body? What? What did you do to a girl's body? Monokuma, what the fuck?
Oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. What do you mean, what did I do? I have no idea. I don't know anything about it.
What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well?
Meanwhile, you guys can go on and enjoy your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course.
See ya later!
See ya later!
Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair, there was One small hope. Hey Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what was the key that Celeste gave you?
Huh?
Oh?
Hey!
Indeed.
We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey.
What?
So...
As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
Then I'll go too.
What?
Please, let me go. Kyoko! I love you, Kyoko!
Goodbye.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Well then.
Yo!
What?
Okay.
Okay. I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Sure, yeah, I guess.
So then...
Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw... Ta-da! I never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second? Since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
However...
I don't need to know. That just makes me want to more worried.
What?
Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't get to see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When you do that...
Indeed.
No. I believe in you.
What?
Kyoko! Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. And I want you to believe in me too, Kyoko. Because we're friends, Kyoko.
It's true.
Then...
That's fine.
Okay. What I heard from Kyoko then was... Well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
Oh. Went in the storage closet there. Huh. Could Kyoko really be right about this? There's no surveillance camera, yeah? It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. Secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? Just a wall, you know. she said it was way in the back of the storage closet. But I mean, seriously. Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. And suddenly, as if I was being yanked in... Ka-chunk. At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out the back wall was like a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. It's like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
So this is a secret room. But what's in here? There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Upspeak Academy student registry? This was the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file, and I turned my attention to it. What's this? Does not leave? That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave. What's this? My head feels funny. This strange sensation. It's like déjà vu. Those words. You must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? I... A strange sound rang out through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Yeah. Ow! Apparently something hit me, and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much, at least. An empty bookshelf? Huh? Empty? Gone? It's all gone? Yearbooks, the Sunday registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. The insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thoughts. I dragged myself back toward my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The further I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. Can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. And after that... As if from a vast distance, I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound is coming from the gym. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here, in the gym. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more. Kachu batu! Kapurdam bum bum bam push push boom! Okay. Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Huh? What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then, could it be? There must have been spies. Chapter 3. Boom! Legend of the Galactic Hero stuff. The end. 7 more. To be continued. Ta-da-da! Super Robot Justice present! Nice. Yeah. Okay, finally. So now we know... Oh! Wait. We're not gonna continue, okay? We're not gonna continue. Good. So now we know how and who the spy is. It's Miss Sakura, a little girl, of course. And now she tries to fight Monokuma for some reason. She doesn't want to keep on listening to Monokuma's plots. So yeah, let's see what will happen. It will be intriguing. But that's for another time. I'll be back in like half an hour. First I'm gonna eat some things and do stuff. And I'll be back. Yeah, till then. Bye bye.